Welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the world of the Monticello Jefferson Nickels, the 5-cent silver coins that have captured the hearts and eyes of collectors for decades. These coins, minted from 1938 until 2004, have some incredibly rare editions that are worth big bucks today. In this video, we're going to explore the top 10 ultra-rare Monticello Jefferson Nickels that are commanding a hefty value in the market. Whether you're an avid collector or just beginning, this list will surely surprise you. So, let's get started. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1940, featuring the S Mint mark. This coin is a true gem for collectors, even in very good circulated condition, and its value might surprise you. Stick around to learn everything you need to know about this silver-era collectible. The Jefferson Nickel series was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features a stunning profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side. On the reverse, we see an image of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, which gave the coin its nickname. The 1940 Jefferson Nickel, especially those struck at the San Francisco Mint, holds a special place in numismatics due to its scarcity and historical significance. The S Mint mark can be found on the reverse side, just to the right of Monticello. Important to note that the 1940 Jefferson Nickel is not made of silver. Instead, its composition consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The wartime silver nickels did not begin production until 1942. However, the 1940s nickel remains rare and sought after due to its lower mintage and its place in early Jefferson nickel history. In very good circulated condition, this coin may show noticeable wear, especially on the high points of Jefferson's face and Monticello. Despite this, its value continues to attract collectors, particularly those searching for key date nickels from the San Francisco Mint. Today, surviving examples of the 1940s nickel in very good condition are considered relatively rare, especially as many coins from this era were heavily circulated and damaged over time. Now let's talk about the value of the 1940s Jefferson Nickel in today's market. In very good circulated condition, this coin typically sells for $270,000. However, collectors and dealers are often willing to pay more for coins with unique toning, fewer marks, or better detail. For higher grades like extra fine or uncirculated, the price can climb to $300,000 or even more depending on the condition. So, why does the 1940s Jefferson Nickel stand out? It's a combination of its relatively low mintage, its San Francisco Mint origin, and its place in the early years of Jefferson Nickel production. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, adding this coin to your collection is a fantastic way to own a piece of American history. Next up, the 1949 Monticello Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark, a rare silver coin with big value in today's market. Let's uncover its story, its features, and of course, its potential worth. The Jefferson Nickel series, first introduced in 1938, replaced the Buffalo nickel and honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The 1949 Jefferson Nickel, without a mint mark, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this coin stand out is its rarity, in very good condition, and its collectible appeal today. In the words of one veteran, "It was an image that wished to be taken seriously." Now you might be wondering, why doesn't this coin have a mint mark? Well, coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint before 1980 typically didn't include a mint mark. This particular coin is made of copper and nickel, not silver, but its historical significance and condition can make it quite valuable. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. The inscriptions read, "In God we trust, liberty," and the date, 1949. On the reverse, we have an image of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, along with the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. Look closely and you'll notice the absence of a mint mark, confirming it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Grading plays a significant role in a coin's value. The term "very good" refers to a coin with moderate wear, but all major details still visible. For a 1949 Jefferson nickel in this condition, collectors value its clarity, its historical context, and how well it has been preserved over the years. Even in very good condition, this coin can attract interest from collectors. So, how much is the 1949 Jefferson nickel worth in today's market? In very good condition, this coin typically ranges from $230,000. However, high-grade examples, such as those in extra fine or uncirculated condition, can fetch significantly more, up to $500,000, or even higher at auctions. Rarity, collector demand, and condition all play a part in determining its value. The 1949 Monticello Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is more than just a 5-cent piece. It's a piece of American history with a story to tell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a fantastic addition to any collection. So, check your change, your piggy banks, or those old boxes in the attic. You might just have one of these treasures waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1962 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark, a coin that's becoming harder to find and more valuable with each passing year. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel was first issued in 1938 to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, this nickel has become a classic in the coin world. The reverse side of the coin features an image of Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, which has become one of the most recognized symbols of American history. But why does the 1962 Monticello Jefferson Nickel stand out in particular? First off, this year was part of a period in the US Mint where the nickel was produced in silver alloy due to a shortage of copper during World War II. Although nickel wasn't made entirely of silver in 1962, the 1962 D mint mark nickel remains an important piece because it was struck at the Denver Mint, a mint that produced coins with distinctive features that many collectors value today. Now let's talk about the design and features of the coin. The obverse shows a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the man who inspired this series of nickels. His classic profile faces left, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" alongside his 1962 date of minting. If you look closely, you'll see the D mint mark just beneath the date, indicating that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, we see the Monticello building, Jefferson's home in Virginia, which is beautifully rendered with the inscription Monticello and E pluribus unum. The coin also includes the words 5 cents and the total value of the nickel. Now, when it comes to the value of a coin, condition is key. A coin in excellent condition is far more valuable than one that has been heavily worn. This means the coin should have sharp, crisp details, clear text, and minimal signs of wear. The 1962 Jefferson Nickel in excellent condition is a true gem and can fetch a premium price in the market. If you look closely, you can see that the details on the coin are well preserved, from Jefferson's features to the architectural details of Monticello. An excellent condition coin like this one is something collectors actively search for, and it greatly increases the coin's market value. So, just how much is a 1962 Jefferson Nickel with D mint mark in excellent condition worth today? Well, as always, the value of a coin can fluctuate, but in today's market, it can be worth a substantial amount. In excellent to uncirculated condition, you can expect this coin to sell for anywhere between $695,000. While the 1962 D Jefferson Nickel may not be one of the rarest coins out there, its combination of excellent design, historical significance, and the D mint mark make it highly collectible, Coins like these have become harder to find in excellent or uncirculated condition, especially as more and more people are starting to recognize their value. Aside from the potential value, this coin is a fantastic piece for any collection. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel represents an important time in US history, and as one of the longest-running coin series, it carries with it a lot of sentimental value as well. If you're a serious collector, adding a 1962 D Jefferson Nickel in excellent condition to your collection is a smart move. It's not only a beautiful piece of US history, but also a coin that has shown consistent demand over the years. To wrap things up, the 1962 Monticello Jefferson Nickel, with the D mint mark in excellent condition, is a coin with both historical value and a strong market appeal. Whether you're looking to add it to your personal collection or make a profitable investment, this rare coin is definitely one to keep an eye on. Next up, the 1969 Monticello Nickel with a D mint mark in extra fine condition. If you're a coin collector or someone interested in discovering the hidden treasures of numismatics, this is a minuscule camera-based model. Stick around, because we'll not only examine what makes this coin special, but also reveal its current market value, how condition affects pricing, and where you might find one. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel series was introduced in 1938 to honor President Thomas Jefferson, and it features Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse side. But today, we're talking about the 1969 version, which is known for its distinctive features and historical significance. The obverse side of this coin showcases a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse side displays an image of Monticello representing Jefferson's legacy. But the 1969 coin with the D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint, which gives it an important distinction in terms of rarity and market value. Now, let's talk about condition, one of the most crucial factors in determining the value of any coin. This specific 1969 Jefferson Nickel is in extra fine condition. But what does that mean? In extra fine condition, the coin shows some light wear, but the details are still sharp and easily visible. You can clearly see Jefferson's face and the intricate design of Monticello, but there may be a slight amount of wear on the high points, such as Jefferson's hairline or the roof of Monticello. Despite this, the coin retains its overall sharpness, making it a highly sought-after example. Here's another key feature that adds to the allure of this nickel: its silver content. Although most Jefferson nickels were made with a nickel-copper alloy, earlier years like the 1969 version were still produced using a silver-copper mix, which was phased out later in the 1960s. This composition makes the coin valuable not only for collectors but also for those interested in precious metals. This silver content is not to be overlooked. Even though the coin contains only 35% silver, it's still more precious than its nickel counterparts, and this factor can elevate its market value. So what's the value of the 1969 Monticello Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition today? In today's market, a 1969 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark in extra fine condition can fetch between $350,000, depending on demand, provenance, and the dealer. However, in near uncirculated or mint state conditions, its value can rise substantially to $700,000 or more. That's a significant premium for a coin from the late 1960s. So why is this coin so valuable, despite being relatively common? The answer lies in its condition and its rarity within certain grading levels. While millions of 1969 Jefferson nickels were minted, only a small percentage of them survived in exceptional condition, such as extra fine or better. Coins like this 1969 Jefferson Nickel are sought after by collectors because they are getting harder to find in pristine or high-grade condition. The coin's historical significance and unique composition only add to its market appeal. If you're wondering where to find a 1969 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark in extra fine condition, there are a few key places to look. You can start by checking local coin shops or coin shows where experienced numismatists often have coins like this one. Additionally, online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or even specialized coin retail websites often feature these types of coins for sale. Just remember to verify the seller's credibility and ask for high-resolution images to ensure you're getting the real deal. If you're lucky enough to own this coin or are planning to add it to your collection, it's important to protect its value by storing it properly. Use a coin holder, such as a Toxis 2 holder or capsule, to prevent damage from handling or exposure to moisture. And if you decide to have it graded, professional services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify its condition, adding even more value to your investment. To sum up, the 1969 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark in extra fine condition is a fantastic find for coin collectors and investors alike. Its silver composition, historical significance, and rarity in higher grades make it a valuable addition to any collection. Whether you're just starting out or are an experienced numismatist, this coin is a prime example of the treasure you can find when searching for rarities in the world of American coinage. Next up, the 1964 Monticello Jefferson Nickel, a coin without a mint mark in extra fine condition, made of silver and incredibly rare in today's market. This coin is not just a piece of history, it's also a valuable asset that many collectors are eagerly searching for. So let's break it down and see why this coin could be worth a big chunk of change. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel, part of the Monticello series, was minted during a pivotal time in American history. The design on the obverse, which features President Thomas Jefferson, was created by artist Felix Schlag. This design was used from 1938 until 2003. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic image of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which has been a hallmark of this coin series. Now, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel is part of the silver era, as this coin was minted during the time when the nickel still contained a blend of 35% silver. This makes it one of the last silver nickels produced before the government switched to a copper-nickel blend in 1965. If you're a fan of silver coins, you know how important this detail is, especially when considering its value today. The condition of the coin is crucial in determining its market value. The term extra fine condition refers to a coin that has been gently circulated but still retains significant details. For a 1964 Jefferson Nickel to be in extra fine condition, it means the coin should have minimal wear, with clear features like Jefferson's face, the text, and the image of Monticello on the reverse side. There might be slight wear on the high points, but the overall design remains sharp and well-defined. If you've got a coin in this condition, you're in luck, because extra fine coins tend to command much higher prices than those that are heavily worn or damaged. Keep in mind that the higher the condition, the higher the value today. Now let's get to the exciting part. What's this coin worth today? The value of a 1964 Monticello Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark in extra fine condition has been rising steadily due to its silver content, historical significance, and relatively low availability in high grades. Currently, a 1964 Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition can range in value from around $400,000. But here's where it gets interesting. If you find a coin with some unique characteristics, such as being well struck, having great eye appeal, or possessing strong collector demand, it could fetch much higher prices. Some well-preserved examples of this coin can sell for as high as $500,000 or more at reputable coin auctions or dealers. Additionally, because the 1964 Jefferson Nickel is silver and has historical importance, the coin's price can also be influenced by precious metal prices. If the price of silver rises, the value of silver coins like this one may increase too. You may be wondering, Why is a simple 5-cent piece worth so much? Well, there are a few key reasons. Silver content. As mentioned earlier, the 1964 Jefferson nickel contains 35% silver, which means it has inherent metal value. Collectors and investors are often drawn to silver coins as a hedge against inflation and as part of their precious metal portfolios. Low mintage and demand. Though millions of these nickels were produced, finding well-preserved ones is rare. Over time, many of these coins have been damaged, lost, or worn down from circulation, leaving only a limited number in excellent condition. Historical significance. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel series is iconic. For collectors, owning a piece of this historical series, especially in silver and good condition, adds both value and prestige to their collection. Collector interest. There is always strong demand for high-quality coins from collectors, especially when they are from notable years or feature distinctive qualities. Coins like the 1964 Jefferson Nickel continue to capture the attention of both seasoned numismatists and newcomers to the hobby. If you're looking to sell or buy a 1964 Jefferson Nickel, there are a few places you should check out. For buyers, reputable coin shops, online auction sites like eBay, and numismatic dealers are great resources. For sellers, you can either visit local dealers, list your coin on online platforms, or even look for specialized auction houses that focus on rare coins. So, there you have it, the 1964 Monticello Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition is a rare, valuable piece of history that could bring in a solid return for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're looking to add it to your collection or potentially sell it, the combination of silver content, historical significance, and collector demand makes it a highly sought-after coin in today's market. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel is part of the iconic 5-cent series minted from 1938 to 2003, which features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. This particular nickel, the 1963 issue, was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark right next to the date. What makes this coin so special is not just its design, or the fact that it's made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, although that's important, but its condition. A 1963 Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition is something collectors hunt for. Now let's talk about grading. Coins are graded based on their wear and the detail visible on their surfaces. The 1963 Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition strikes a balance between wear and detail. It shows slight signs of use but still retains crisp details, with the image of Thomas Jefferson being easily identifiable. Extra fine means that the coin still has strong details on both sides, with only minor signs of wear, especially on high points like Jefferson's hair or Monticello's columns. It's a coin that has been well preserved, which makes it stand out in the market. While the 1963 Monticello Jefferson Nickel is made of copper and nickel, it's important to note that some earlier Jefferson Nickels, especially those from the 40s, contain silver. But what makes the 1963 coin a bit rarer is its overall scarcity when in extra fine condition. In total, over 2 billion Jefferson Nickels were minted in 1963. However, not all of them survive the decades in mint condition. Most are worn out from circulation, leaving only a small percentage in extra fine or higher grades, which makes the rare ones stand out. So, let's talk value. A 1963 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark in extra fine condition may not be the most expensive coin out there, but its value has certainly been rising in recent years. On average, a 1963 Monticello Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition can sell for anywhere between $100,000, depending on the exact grade and the market. However, if you find a nickel in this condition with strong eye appeal or other unique characteristics, you might see prices closer to $200,000 or more in a competitive auction. Collecting rare coins like the 1963 Monticello Jefferson Nickel isn't just about the monetary value. It's about the hunt for those gems that have historical significance and connection to American culture. Coins like this one tell the story of a time in our nation's history, making them highly desirable to collectors and historians alike. So, if you happen to come across a 1963 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with the D mint mark in extra fine condition, know that you're holding a piece of numismatic history. And who knows, it could be worth more than you think. Next up, the 1976 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark. If you've come across one of these in your collection or in circulation, you might just be holding onto a rare gem worth a lot more than its face value. So let's take a closer look at this coin, its history, and what makes it so valuable in today's market. The 1976 Jefferson Nickel is part of the well-known Monticello series, which has been in circulation since 1938. But don't be fooled by its familiar design. The 1976 edition stands out for a few important reasons. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by artist Felix Schlag. This design has remained largely unchanged for decades. However, the reverse side of the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, beautifully depicted in this image. Now, in 1976, the U.S. Mint issued these coins with a D mint mark, indicating they were struck in Denver. The coin is made primarily of a copper-nickel blend, but due to its age and scarcity in certain conditions, it has become a sought-after collector's item. One important thing to note is that the 1976 Jefferson Nickel is not a silver coin by default. It's a copper-nickel alloy. However, in circulation, you might find that older nickels like these can sometimes acquire a silver-like patina due to environmental factors like exposure to air and moisture. This gives them a unique appeal to collectors. Key detail here is the condition of the coin. While many coins from 1976 remain in circulation or are found in worn condition, the value rises significantly if the coin is in better condition, such as extra fine or uncirculated. Even in circulated conditions, however, it can fetch a nice price if it's a rare find, with no excessive damage. Now let's get to the important part, the market value. The typical 1976 Jefferson Nickel in circulation condition may seem like it holds much value. In fact, most of these coins are worth only around $50,000, just their face value. However, that's just the beginning. If you've managed to find a 1976 nickel with minimal wear, or perhaps one with a special variety like a doubled die or minting error, the value could jump up considerably. While these types of errors aren't common, they are highly valuable to collectors. For example, a 1976 Jefferson Nickel in extra fine condition could sell for anywhere from $300,000 depending on the specific market conditions. If it's in nearly pristine condition or has a rare error, the price could be much higher. But here's where things get interesting. The real rarity comes from finding these coins in excellent condition despite having been in circulation for decades. Coins that are well preserved, even with signs of use, can be quite valuable, especially for collectors who seek out specific years and mint marks. A rare 1976 nickel in uncirculated condition can sometimes fetch up to $600,000 or more in the right market. While the 1976 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark doesn't typically contain any valuable silver, certain characteristics can make it stand out. For example, the coin may show slight variations in the minting process, such as doubling in the design or off-center strikes. These small anomalies can increase the coin's appeal to collectors. In addition, certain years and mint marks of the Jefferson Nickel are more sought after than others due to their limited mintage or unique historical significance. The 1976 coin being struck during the bicentennial celebrations, carries additional interest for collectors of commemorative coins. But let's be clear, finding a 1976 nickel with a significant error or variation isn't easy. However, if you happen to stumble upon one, it could significantly boost its market value. If you've got a 1976 Jefferson Nickel and are wondering how to cash in on its value, there are several options to consider. The first step is to assess the condition of your coin. If it's a high-grade example, you might want to have it professionally graded by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. This can add a lot of credibility when listing your coin for sale. You can also sell your coin through online auction sites like eBay, where collectors actively search for specific mint marks and years. If you're looking for a more hands-on approach, local coin shops or coin shows can be a great place to connect with collectors who might be interested in your 1976 nickel. So while the 1976 Jefferson Nickel might not have silver content like some other coins, its value can certainly add up when you consider factors like condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors. Whether you're collecting for the fun of it or as an investment, this particular coin is a reminder of the incredible history and potential hidden in everyday pocket change. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1946 with the S mint mark. This silver coin, despite its age and its circulation condition, has some serious value on the market today. Let's break down why this nickel might be worth more than you think. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel, first introduced in 1938, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse. On the reverse, we have the famous Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. This design has become iconic, but what makes the 1946 nickel stand out? First, let's talk about the history. The 1946 nickel was the first to be produced after World War II, marking the end of wartime production restrictions. During the war, nickel was in short supply, so a different composition was used. But by 1946, the nickel returned to its original silver content. Specifically, this coin is made of 35% silver, with copper and manganese filling out the rest. Now, the S mint mark is key here. It indicates that this nickel was minted at the San Francisco Mint. The mint mark itself plays a big role in determining a coin's rarity. While most coins from 1946 had the SP or D mint marks, the S mint mark represents a smaller mintage and is more sought after by collectors. This adds a layer of rarity, which, as we'll see, impacts its value. Not only does this make the 1946 S nickel a rare find, but it also boosts its demand in the numismatic world. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition. While this particular 1946 nickel is in circulation condition, meaning it has been used in day-to-day transactions over the years, it still holds value due to its silver content and rarity. Circulation coins usually show wear and tear, like scratches, discoloration, and flat details. However, the condition doesn't completely diminish its value, especially when it's a silver coin from such a historically significant year. In general, coins that have been circulated are less valuable than those that are uncirculated, but this does not mean the 1946 Monticello nickel is without significant worth. Let's take a look at its value in today's market. Here's where it gets exciting. In its current circulation condition, a 1946 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with the S mint mark can be worth anywhere between $300,000. It might seem modest at first glance, but when you consider its silver content and its age, that's not too shabby. Now, if your coin is in better than average circulation condition, maybe showing less wear on Jefferson's profile or the Monticello building, its value could be higher. The market for silver coins is constantly shifting, and with the rise in precious metal values, the 1946 nickel could appreciate even more over time. Moreover, if you find this coin in uncirculated condition, its value could shoot up to $800,000 or even higher, depending on the exact quality and demand. Keep in mind that collectors always look for coins that are rare, well-preserved, and with minimal wear. So, if you come across a 1946 S nickel in mint or near mint state, you could be holding onto a significant treasure. Why does this coin matter so much to collectors? For one, the 1946 nickel marks the transition from wartime production to post-war minting. It's a part of US history, and collectors always seek to complete their sets of Jefferson nickels, especially when it comes to rarer years or mint marks. Another reason for the coin's appeal is its silver content. Silver has always been a precious metal, and in times when silver prices rise, coins with silver composition tend to see an increase in value. Not to mention, with fewer surviving coins from 1946 in excellent condition, finding a well-preserved 1946 nickel is a win for any collector. So, where can you find these rare 1946 nickels, and if you have one, how do you sell it? You can often find them in old coin rolls, in your change, or through online auctions and coin dealers. Remember, when looking for these coins, always check the mint mark, especially when buying from online marketplaces. Selling, the best places to go are established coin dealers, online auction sites, or collectors and investors gather. The more you know about the coin's condition and the current market trends, the better you'll do in selling it for top dollar. To wrap it up, the 1946 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with the S mint mark is more than just a nickel. It's a piece of American history that can hold substantial value, even in circulation condition. With its silver content, historical significance, and limited mintage, this coin is a treasure that collectors and investors alike are eager to add to their collections. If you happen to have one in your possession, take a closer look. You could be sitting on a valuable piece of American coinage. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions or if you've found any rare coins of your own. Until next time, happy collecting.